In March 1954, Universal Studios released its last major classic monster film, The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Sort of a King Kong in the water told in 1950s B-movie fashion. The story is about a group of scientists searching uncharted waters in the Amazon. Their mission? To get to the bottom of a recently discovered fossilized creature hand that has been unearthed. They discover Originally filmed in 3D, this black and white film is stunning to look at. From the location shots in the Florida Everglades to the captivating underwater takes, The Creature is a movie that constantly engages. Made almost 10 years after the Frankenstein, Wolfman, Dracula, Mummy, Invisible Man pictures, this film harkens back to the fun, the fantasy, and the fright of those early Universal classics. While the scientists are terrorized throughout the film by the creature, it turns out the monster is the real one being imposed on. Made in the early part of the 1950s, director Jack Arnold seems to foreshadow the environmental issues plaguing us today. The scientists invade and run havoc all over this atmosphere that is untouched by the outside world. Simply by tossing a cigarette into the water, we see how this contained universe is polluted. Then, of course, the scientists go one further. They realize if they captured the creature, fame, notoriety, and money will follow. So, they dump poisons in the water to get the creature to surface, killing about every fish along with it. It seems nothing will stop career-obsessed Dr. Mark Williams, played by Richard Denning, oh, that guy, to achieve this prize. When someone asks what he plans to shoot with his huge harpoon, he responds coldly, "Does it matter?" The movie also manages to let several other innuendos land. When young ichthyologist Kay, played by the beautiful Julie Adams, goes for a swim in her racy bathing suit, the creature seductively stalks her underwater. Seemingly simulating a sexual act, he mirrors her without her notice. The creature develops feelings for Kay, and instead of picking her off like he does all the other scientists and crew members, he is almost shy about brushing her foot with his talon as she swims. Continuing the King Kong underwater theme, as the scientists are about to escape the lagoon, the desperate creature captures Kay and drags her underwater to his cave. Another interesting innuendo of the movie is its stance on evolution. The first lines are quoted from the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. A voiceover announces this. But we see images of the Big Bang, and then footprints coming out of the ocean. In the conservative time of the 1950s, it's an interesting juxtaposition. Juxtaposition is a neat word. The creature himself is described as living proof of the evolution theory, as a link between man and fish. Good scientist David Reed, played by the handsome Richard Carlson, nothing you can take and tear me away from my God, explains the necessity to study how life evolved if we're ever to find a way to adapt to other planets. The cultural seeds of the space race are already taking shape. 3 years later would come Sputnik. The Creature from the Black Lagoon is the last great classic monster movie to come out of Universal Studios. Like all Universal classic horror films, it provides entertainment, thrills, special effects, and interesting social commentary. Who knows? If the world listened to the lessons the creature was trying to teach us in 1954, maybe we'd be better off today.